Hi everyone, how are you doing? This is Devina. In this session, it will address you with the idea of how to write an email effectively. Let's jump to the session, shall we? Right, as I mentioned before, the topic for today is email writing, or specifically how to write an effective email. Here's the outline for today. I'll let you know the learning outcome first, then I'll be directed to the ground rules for writing an email. There'll be some example of effective email, and then in the end there will be some exercises for you as well. So here's the learning outcomes that by the end of the session, it is hoped that you will be able to structure an effective email. Now here's some ground rules from writing an email. First thing first, you need to know the email address of the receiver of the email. Put it in two. There will be two either sections of CC and BCC. You need to know what's the difference. First, with the CC, you usually would like to put your supervisor, the one who will know the flow of the communications that you have with the other receivers. In the BCC, you usually use this if you would like to send an email to a large group number of people, but you wouldn't like them to know each other. The email address. So use BCC in this kind of context. Now, you're going to have to put your email subject. Make sure that your email subject is consistent and concise. Make it simple and make it focused so that the people wouldn't be confused about that. You will have to put a greetings in it, like saying hello and dear someone. And in the end, you will need to have a closing. For example, in this example, I put it kind regards and followed by your name. I have these 6 phrases with me. I have accused, informal situation, send forms, formal situation, identifies yourself clearly, check spelling, and grammar. Now, if from these six sentences, which one would belong into an effective email? I'll let you think for a minute. That's right, that's actually all of them. An effective email, it has to be focused, you have to be very concise with your point. It can be applied to both formal and informal situation. Just make sure that you know the purpose of those two. Then you will need to identify yourself clearly. Say that if you don't know the person, then you have to identify yourself first. But if you already know, you don't have to do that. You have to use a standard fonts. Make sure that it's not a funny font that may make someone feel uncomfortable. And then finally, please do check your spelling and grammar after you drafting your first email. I'm going to take you to some exercise on choosing one sentences of two. Just choose one. If we would like to say that this sentence is effective in an email and this sentence is not, which one would you regard as effective? Here's the first one. I have to whom it may concern and I have dear David. Both are appearing in the very top beginning of an email. Usually we use this as the opening. That's right, it's dear David. Why? Because with dear David it comes to be more specific. With to whom it may concern, it appears to be very common and general. It's considered as to be more polite with dear David because you specify the person that you are talking to. Next, between these two, which one would you regard as effective? Right, it's actually the one in the right that I hope this email finds you well. Well, the one here it appears to be more very concise. You don't have to put much detail on your email unless it is necessary. Like this one, saying congratulations and find you well, nice and safe and sound. It doesn't really feel comfortable for an email. Next, I have these two. Which one would you regard as more effective than the other? That's right, that's actually the one in the right again. I remember that we should meet to talk about our project this week. Rather than I know I should meet you this week, right? The one here in the left is using more excessive marks, so you don't want to do that in your email. Again, make it concise and focused. Next, between these two, which one do you think is more effective? Now, here's interesting thing behind it. The one in the left, although it appears as a longer sentence, it appears to be more effective. Why? Because it is stated that the person cannot do the meeting on that weekend. The one in the right, I cannot do this on weekend, is actually right, but then it doesn't provide any reasons. I believe your receiver would like to know why you cancel or why you cannot meet on the day that you already promised to. So the one in the left, that I don't think I can do that since I have to go out to Boston for several days, and he will be back on weekend, is more effective. Next, which one do you think is more effective? Yes, the one here in the left appears to be more effective because it's more complete. It's not only saying that can we reschedule to where, to when actually. In this one, the sender is offering that next week would be the time for the reschedule, and then it's also asking when will be the best. It appears to be more manageable. Now, between these two sentences, which one would you regard as more effective? Yes, it's actually the one in the left. It has this section as the closing, it has the kind regards. Also, it is closed with a thank you and then a wish to have a great week, while the other appears to be more demanding because it only says that I'm waiting for a response. Again, or in the end, a piece of an effective email would appear like this. Dear David, I hope this email finds you well. I remember that we should have an internal meeting to talk about our project progress this week. I don't think I can do that since I have to go out to Boston for several days. I'll be back by the weekend. Now, would be it alright if we would reschedule to next week? And what day would suit me well? Thank you and have a great week. And regards, Devina. So that's the end of our session today. I hope this session will give you a lot of insight about how to write an effective email. These are some of the references that I use. Feel free to take a look at that. Thank you and then have a great week.